Jira as an administrative user. Your role will be to manage the entire workspace, from team creations and management to member invitations and management, and every aspect within. The first step you usually want to do as an administrative user is within your workspace, you want to go and head over to Teams and create your teams. And a Jira Teams is any type of work that are grouped together, such as departments or types of projects. And within a team, you can then create a name, have an acronym and an icon, as well as being able to create labels that will then further along be added to tasks. Once you've created teams, you can then start inviting your users. When inviting a user or users, you can define which team or teams they should be working within and what role they should be allocated. You are an admin role, but you can choose any of these other 4 roles to assign. Read more about our other roles further down in this quick start guide. Once you added your member, a member can be configured in numerous ways, such as its rate in hours, its position, and skill sets. In the Settings tab, these positions and skills can be refined as needed in your workspace. Positions are standard rates applied for consultants on projects, and skills, well, it's skills. And you have 5 different skill rates to define how competent a person is within each one of them. Typically, you then want to go and create your customers. When you create a customer, you can give it a name, a number, a VAT number, or a tax ID, and you can give it more information based on the currency of the customer. You can then assign contacts, and you can create notes and track projects and retainers in the future once that is created. In customers, you can also create deals to manage your pipeline, filter by deal stage, amount, and so forth, to always understand how your future looks like. Once these basic setup structures have been put in place, this is where you want to then start to create your projects and collaborate in the workspace. As you're an administrative user, you have access to all information of a project, such as the overview of the main default data, and you can edit everything. The same goes by the project settings, whether it's a fixed price project or time and materials, currency, and so forth, as well as viewing time insights, financial insights, resource allocation on the specific project, editing and adding these resources, and as well as viewing tasks and activities for all members in the entire project. And here you can also assign, reassign, create, etc., in order to define how the work should be distributed in the project. As an administrative user, you also have access to approval flows in log, such as the time approval flows, where you can approve or reject time entries, and you also have access to all dashboards with real-time data, such as total time tracked in the company, billable hour distributions, and so forth. You also have access to the time off module and approval flow, as well as the expense module and approval flow. Finally, you also have access to all the financial insights, such as invoicing, natively in Jira or integrated with your bookkeeping system, as well as our finance overview that can give you a real-time insight into profitability of your company, costs, pipeline value, billable hour distribution, and future pipeline based on billable hours. You can also define certain information, such as your currency, banking information, and products that will then further be used on line items in invoices. Finally, you also have access to your workspace settings, where you can customize your workspace URL, making sure it's unique from other existing workspaces. You can access personal information and modules to track and change themes, languages, notifications. You have access to the recycling bin, where you can delete and recover items such as tasks, projects, teams, or customers. You can also create or edit project templates add certain integrations depending on your need of your organization, import, export data, and get access to your billing native tool via Stripe. As mentioned, you can do everything as an administrative user. And if you have any questions, reach out to our support on email, support@agera.com, or reach out via your dedicated support channel, either via Microsoft Teams, Slack, Telegram, WhatsApp, or something else depending on your specific agreement.